Hey guys, welcome to What If Deku Had an RPG Quirk. I just want to thank you guys for all this support and everything, basically. I do want to ask you guys to subscribe, and it helps me out a bunch. As for where I got the inspiration for this, I got it from PH. He helped me out a bunch, and he basically told me what to do, and you should go like and subscribe. You should go subscribe to him. Don't worry, his YouTube channel will be linked in the description. I just want to thank you guys. He mentioned solo leveling, which reminded me of a video game, and that's what I'm basing his quirk off, and that is a video game. I have had to crop off some of this comment, and that is because I don't know how the YouTube algorithm will respond to this. But anyway, thank you so much for the inspiration, and it's just amazing. As you can see, he's helped me out with some other things, and he's amazing. You should go subscribe to him. Anyway, welcome to this new What If. If you enjoy, tell me, and I hope it does well, because I did enjoy thinking of this one. And I just want to thank you guys for all the response, and hopefully I can hit 350 subscribers by the end of the day. If I can't, that's completely fine, but you know what? All the support I'm getting so far is absolutely bloody fantastic, and everyone is a legend. Anyway, so what if Deku had an RPG quirk? So, I'm gonna lay the rules. He got this when he was 5, but no one recognized he as a quirk, so he was still quirkless. The only person that could recognize was himself, but he didn't realize that at first. Because one night he was laying in bed, and that's when his whole body started to kind of glow. It was weird, and then a screen popped up, and it said "Welcome," and then Deku clicked OK with his fingers, because it's like an interactive menu. Then he realized he could do it with his mind, and a bunch of stuff popped up. A bunch of tabs popped up. The tabs went statistics, challenges, inventory, question mark, and the question mark had dots behind it because it's hidden so far to him because he's not powerful enough. So, when he clicked on stats, what came up was a bunch of different stats, and as well as a level and stat points. He realised that his level was actually level 1, and his XP level was 0 underneath his level bar. He realised his stat points were 0, and he had a range of different stats, as well as a question mark at the bottom. So, his top stat was strength. His stat at the top, his stat at the top was strength with 1 attribute point. It was then speed with 1 attribute point, stamina with 1 attribute point, and resilience with 1 attribute point. That is when he realized that every time he leveled up, he would get an attribute point, but then he wondered how he got XP. But luckily, there was a pop-up that happened, and he said he got XP from everyday life and also challenges tab. When he did some heroic, he'll get XP, or villainous, he would get XP. So he realized that he could become a villain with this, and that's when he was like, no, I would never become a villain. And then an alert popped up, and it was status. It was abilities. An abilities tab has popped up. Intrigued by it, he clicked onto the abilities tab, and that's when it popped up, and it was the ability called Fletchling Symbol of Peace. This ability was level 1, and what its statistics is boosted XP due to him having basically the urge to become a hero. It's a bit like Damachi, how he's inspired to level up quickly because of the girl, and he's inspired to level up quickly because he wants to become a hero, hence the name Fletchling Symbol of Peace. And the description is symbol of peace in training, and then it lists all the abilities, and then he realizes that he can get more abilities, but so far that's his one, and it's actually a passive ability not an active ability. If you don't know the difference, I'm just going to explain it real quick. An active ability would be like shooting a fireball because it's like active. A passive ability will be like poison because he's in the background, or like poison wouldn't really be a bit like the symbol of peace would be a passive ability because it's constantly acting on him in the background and it's not really visible. Anyway, to get right into this, Deku still got beat up because he was quirkless. That is when he realised his resilience points went up. This is because he was constantly beaten up, so his resilience went up due to him being beaten up. And that's when he realised the more he got beaten up, the more he got used the stat, the more it went up or down. So he realised that he could change the stats. Just to put this in another perspective, if you didn't get it before, he could lift weights to increase his strength stat. So anyway, after realising that, he then realised a new tab popped up. This was visibility, and this was basically just... Well, no, what he realised is that his he had a visibility cap, meaning that he could look a certain amount of strong, which is just not that strong, but his ability cap was limitless, so he could look like he does in the manga right now, so pretty muscly, but he won't get all beefy and all strong because of his physical cap, which is his physical looks, but his ability cap is infinite, meaning that he could snap the moon in like one click using air pressure or something. If you got it, like if you train for, I don't know, 2 trillion years or something like that. I don't know how the power scale is going to work yet. I've not quite ironed out the details. Anyway, so this video is kind of just going to be explaining all its quirk fully and trying to basically just a recap for me. So I'm going to jump a little bit into the story. So he's still being beat up for being quirkless, but each time he gets beat up, they realize that it's getting harder for him to beat up. So Deku realizes that he could become a powerhouse, but he actually needs strength. So what he starts doing is going on more runs. Him going on runs, it increases 3 stats, which means increases all 4 stats. It increases strength because it building up his muscles and his legs. Increases speed because it increases his speed because he's running, and it increases his stamina because he's going long distance. So his depending on what style run he runs, it does it. So sprint would increase his speed a lot, but not his stamina as much because he'll run out of stamina quicker. It'll still increase it a bit, but not as much. And a long distance run would increase his stamina a lot, but his speed not as much. And as for his resilience, because he's constantly pushing himself to the limit, his resilience is going up. So that's what Deku's going to do from the age of 5 till the canon time. He's just going to be training, and this is because he wants to get his RPG level quirk up. And I realised I have not explained the last part of his unlocked quirk thing unlocked so far, and that is inventory. This is where he can store basically everything, so he has infinite pockets, but what the inventory will mostly be used for is to hold his quote-unquote magical items. So, for example, he gets magical items from completing either an important quest or killing a powerful foe. So this works on percentage chance. So let's say, because he was a bait for the slime villain, when All Might defeats a slime villain, he would get a magical weapon that he could use, but it wouldn't be that powerful. So it would be like Gauntlet of Slime, and its ability would be it increases his strength by 2, which isn't that much. But let's say if Deku in canon had the quirk for the muscular fight, he would get some sort of magical item that was dead strong, because he defeated Muscular 100% by himself, and it was some sort of emotional barrier for him, so symbol of peace would have acted in fledgling symbol of peace ability would have acted in there, and because he was a powerful foe would have given him quite a powerful weapon that would help him defeat stuff, which is the final part of the quirk so far. And these magical weapons can be fused and actually sold, and selling it means that he can buy stuff like mana potions, which will increase his mana, which is a ability he's not unlocked yet, because he'll unlock that when he gets magic ability later on. And he can also get regeneration of stamina and regeneration of health, which he does have, but I've completely forgot about it, so another stat on there would be health. Anyway, this is where I'm going to end this video. I really hope I've not confused the hell out of you, but I really hope you've enjoyed it at the same time. If you have, it would help me a ton if you like and subscribe and comment and just interact on this video. And most importantly, tell me you want a part 2 so I know. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for the support. You're all legends, and goodbye.